And we're back with
Wow.
more intense coach.
Who we booked
And
with?
you said we're to try a new language. I decided to try a new accent.
Is that an accent for anything?
We're back. Scottish?
No, that wasn't. No, it was nowhere near Scottish.
We're back.
Wilbeck. This is my Scottish accent. Wilbeck.
Too intense coach.
I am not apologizing to Scottish viewers because this is Scottish.
I'm a very Americanized child, alright? I'm not very good at doing anything but my voice.
Just
I'm
do
not
a
voice
Shrek
actor.
impression. What are you doing in my swamp?
What are you doing in my swamp?
What are you doing in my swamp?
Not very good.
Not very good.
Not very good.
You can always do the Russian.
I don't want Russian.
It wasn't good at all. You can stop.
Okay.
Can you do a country accent?
That's more American. It's not really country, but it's more. Is there different like the country of like France? You know what I mean? Is there like urban France? No, not
Yeah,
urban.
well, I mean,
is there a suburb of France, and do they have like a different accent?
Yeah, north and southern France have different like dialect.
Well, I know like there's like Canadian French, and then there's like
Yeah.
North and South French, but do they
Yeah.
have like different accents?
Well, yeah, north and south definitely. They're
As noticeable as ours, you know what I mean?
yeah, British people. You know, you have people who they
You
even
have
say-
Michael Caine.
you have people from like Wales. What I think that's United Kingdom, right? Wales, or is not?
I think Wales isn't a country.
Is it? Yeah. So, but like they have like different
Sorry
sections.
if it is.
Well, but like I know there's people from London have a certain way of speaking. People from like Liverpool, like it really just depends on this section that you go, and also it depends on who you grow up with. Like you know, people with city accents sound different than people
New
with
York.
yeah.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get outta here.
What?
My favorite thing that I actually learned about not too long ago is animals. You get cows from like Germany and then cows in America. Cows in Germany have deeper moves.
That's weird.
Yeah, they actually animals can get accents.
Well, like, are they the same breed or what?
That I don't know,
'Cause
but
if
like
they're not the same breed, that makes sense.
it's all different. It's different all around. It's pretty interesting.
Because if they're not the same breed and they have different voices or different tones, that makes sense. But if they're the same breed, the only difference is where they're at and where they were raised. That would be interesting. But yeah, no, like
I mean, there's not that many different types of cows.
I think the one thing recently that I got into is I was watching a lot of actors like taking on roles and like being other people, like real life people. And I was watching this one video where this guy like breaks down how they were doing the impression and shit like that. And seeing it happen is great because like I'm not saying like impressions are easy and anyone can do it, but watching somebody doing an impression and then this guy break down how an impression is done or how that impression is done, it seems like something that like if you take the time and actually practice it, you can almost impersonate anything really. You just have to like practice and figure it out. Same thing with singing. It's like I saw this guy who took like 3 years of just singing, like just randomly. Like he'll practice something generic, sing along to things, and over like 3 years of doing it, he improved a lot. And it's just because he did it, and you know he practiced, got better with it, got comfortable, found where he was comfortable, and then like some mild research and practice just like formed into this great thing. I mean, the same thing can be said about the way I talk and the way I just interact, because if you watch videos that I have in like 2014, I think I have some videos from 2013 technically. If you watch those videos, I'm definitely nowhere, shape, or form anywhere near where I am, minus the fact of puberty. It's just like I talk more confidently. I'm a little more loud. and like I guess like my air is more driven with what I say, and it's not just hey guys, today we're gonna be playing this. Oh shit! Oh my god! Wow.
I mean, the thing about that one is what's interesting about having more like speaking more loud and like more open. Like some people like can think of that as a like that. Some people see that as like an inferiority, like an inferiority complex kind of thing. Like you have to like you have to pronounce that you're there so people notice you, but at the same time, depending on like your demeanor, it also just shows a characteristic of confidence. Like this is who I am. This is what I believe in. I'm gonna say what I want and when I want. And not to say that I mean this show would be very different if it was just one guy in front of us, playing by himself. But it is much easier to speak loud when you're talking with we are talking to you guys as our guests, as our audience, as anyone who wants to listen. Having somebody in the room to actually like
I think the best
banter
part
with definitely helps.
I think the best thing about that is the idea of being comfortable. So like after a certain amount of time of talking to an audience or doing the single stuff, you'll grow to be comfortable, and you grow to like just do it like secondhand. So even if you're not recording, or like if you're just playing a game, you always have that like mentality of like, oh, here's a quip right here, even though like you don't need to do that because you're not recording or you're not doing anything with it. But yeah, like it definitely changes throughout time, and there are people out there who just do it naturally, and people who force it, et cetera, and it just changes from person to person.
Yeah, like it's nothing against like anyone who does stuff on their own. I give a lot of credit to that because like it's not easy. It's like standing up. Well, I mean, I guess it's not even like doing stand-up comedy because you have an audience to acknowledge your jokes. Doing stuff by yourself and like having to play off that, thinking it's funny in your head, hoping that your audience will think it funny. That is kind of like
doing stand-up comedy scares me.
I'm still bummed I never got to see Ryan do it. Our older brother Ryan did stand-up comedy. I think when our first niece was born. And that's fucking nuts.
Yeah. Dude, okay, but like thinking about doing stand up, it's like, do I find myself as a funny person? Yes. It's like,
did someone explode?
Explode? Like self-destruct?
Yes.
I think Shanshu just did.
No. Shanshu can't explode. I think it was the Gia dude.
Oh,
he's like, oh shit, I killed everybody.
Oh my god, why'd I do that?
And Umbreon's like, hey, what's up, guys?
Hey guys, it's Umbreon here. But no, okay, you got XP. Good job.
Good job, Umbreon.
Oh, but
why are you so outrageously strong? You blew up.
You the one that, yeah, exactly. But like stand-up comedy scares me because I find myself funny. I find my stories that I can share.
Sorry to cut you off.
Who is that?
Right, he is squatting hard. I'm gonna go heal up, get some Pokeballs. Guarantee this man has probably a Shatty, and I have just a number of Great Balls, so I want to go get those.
A Shatty.
Can I call them Shatties? I'm gonna call them Shatties. Shadow Pokemons.
I'm gonna go take a Shatty.
We still got time, so you can keep talking.
Okay, all right.
You gotta give
game plan. Gotcha.
Yeah, I gotta let everyone know what's going on.
But like, stand-up comedy is like the one thing that scares me is trying to tell a story or trying to get audience reaction and it not working. That's what scares me the most about it, because you could be funny. I could sit here, play a video game with you, and be like, dicks, that's funny. But like, I can't go on stage in front of a crowd of people and just be like, dicks, and expect that to work. Like, you got to be there with like a game plan. With
the thing that I think about when like I'm a very optimistic person, no matter what I do. And if I were to do stand-up comedy, the thing that I would think about the most is that, first off, I am going to accept that not everyone in the audience is going to acknowledge my jokes. It's going to be fine that way. But what matters is the people who are there that aren't there. They're not there to, the people that aren't there to judge, the people that paid to come see me perform, and not even to see me, but to have a good time. Mm-hmm. They're gonna it's like going to a movie that you want to be good. No matter what, so you're gonna find the best parts of it. That's the part that I'm that's gonna keep me doing what I want to do best to make sure that they actually have a good time.
I feel like
Yes, that's what I wanted.
I feel like the one thing I would have to do is talk about my day, and like initially just like an icebreaker and be like, hey, how's everyone doing? How's your day? Blah blah blah. Mine was fucking gross, and then like have some story to go with that and see how that goes, and then from there, whatever has the best reaction, piece together another situation that was similar to it, and then go from there, just situation after situation, and then just have a connection until you have a show. I feel like that would be the best way instead of like planning a joke and being like, haha, so there's this one guy walks into a bar, he's like, oh shit, that really hurt. That's dumb. Right? So
Did you just fucking anti-joke me?
yes, I did just anti-joke. Yeah. And like, yeah, that would work, and like that's a good icebreaker. But it's like I would want to do something more personal and more.
Yeah, like any stand-up comedian always has that like opener. Like when you walk out, everyone like claps for you. Even if you're brand new, like it's just customary to clap for the guy that comes on stage. If they end up sucking, then everyone just boos them off. But
if you end up being so boring that you're not even welcome to a comedy club, then yeah, you're gonna be booed off the stage.
Every comedian always has that like opening joke where they're like, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you." I'd cheer if I saw me too. Anyway, we'll continue more about stand-up comedy next time on 10 Sketch, and we're gonna take out the squatting man.